Hi, my name is Jennifer Milnes, and I'm going to present to you today the strategy Custom Box. Custom Box is an interactive activity and is used to visually represent information. You fill a shoebox size with artifacts to represent a specific time, place, or group of people. You can include newspapers, photos, postcards, household tools, or just about any other item to represent those things. You have your students review the artifacts to develop concepts and make generalizations about the contents of the box. This can be done independently, in pairs, or in small groups. The standards I have for my strategy is Virginia Studies 3B. The student will demonstrate knowledge of the first permanent English settlement in America by describing how geography influenced the decision to settle at Jamestown. And also Visual Arts 4.2. The student will demonstrate craftsmanship in personal works of art. My NCSS theme is 3 people, places, and environments. This strategy will address a specific place in history, which is Jamestown, specific people, which are the colonists and the Indians, and the environment, mainly where Jamestown is located, which is near the water. My big idea is what is an advantage? My central question is, what advantages did Jamestown have? The objectives I plan to have are: the student will learn how to identify advantages, and the student will learn how to think critically based on provided guiding questions. So custom box. So first you have to have a shoebox size box, or like a plastic box like what I have. You have to put some kind of label on the front of it so you know what it is. Like mine just says Jamestown Custom Box, and I try to make it visually appealing for the children. And you can see that you just put all the contents inside of it. You need to put instructions inside that's provided for students to follow. I have activities listed on this instruction in order, and under each activity I have guiding questions to promote critical thinking. So my first thing was find the pictures in the postcards. Then I have think what it would have been like to sail up the big river, not knowing what to expect. What would life be like on one of those ships? What would meeting Indians be like for one of the colonists? And how do you think the Indians felt seeing these strange new people coming to their land? And included I have taken pictures from the ferry of the James River on both sides and going to where the actual Jamestown Island is now, where they actually settled, and where the fort is now, where you can go visit. I also have some postcards which include pictures of the Indians and the colonists meeting, what James Fort looks like today, and the 3 ships. Then examine the artifacts: an Indian arrowhead, a matchlock ball, a wrought head nail, a pottery shard, and a section of clay trade pipe. How do these items impact the colonists and the Indians? How do some of these items offer an advantage to the colonists? Did the Indians have an advantage with their arrowheads? Read the text about the artifacts for more information. Next, look at the fort kit. Read the instructions and build the fort. How did the fort design offer advantages for the colonist? And here this is a more interactive activity inside of the activity itself, which is they're going to actually be able to build a fort. And this is where the visual art standard comes into play. As you see, I have a picture here where I actually built the fort myself. Next, look at the 2 envelopes. One contains John Smith's map of Virginia. Find Jamestown on the map. Based on the map, do you think Captain Newport picked a good spot for Jamestown? What advantages does it have? Can you locate names of places you recognize on the map? How accurate is the map to how we know Virginia today? Here are some pictures of the map that was inside one of the envelopes. The top left is the map of the whole. The bottom left is specifically where Jamestown is. The top right, on those names you can find Chesapeake, And on the bottom right, you can see Chesapeake Bay, and you can also see, I think it's the, you can see it's Accomack County on the eastern shore. The other, now let's go back to the two envelopes. The other contains the list of the original colonists and their occupations. Find John Smith, Christopher Newport, and Bartholomew Gosnold on the list of the colonists. Do you see any other names you know? Look at the various occupations of the colonists. What advantages do you think the colonists had based on occupations? The top left is the complete list. The bottom left is Christopher Newport. The top right is where you can find John Smith's name. And the bottom right is where you can find Gosnold's name. Then I included two texts and told the students to read one of the two books that are in the box. The one on the left is a book that's made to kind of look like a comic strip, and the one on the right is looks very fun inside and has a lot of facts for the students. My questions for the class are: custom boxes are a great interactive activity, but is it too much to gather all these pieces of artifacts that it outweighs the benefit of the strategy? And the other one is, another idea in the PDF on the strategy was for students to create their own custom box. Is that too much to ask? I hope you've enjoyed my strategy today. Thank you. Have a good day.